celebrity couple. We were never a celebrity couple. We were a couple who just happened to be celebrities.
That's beautiful.
Like real people.
Yeah.
After they are done with Diddy, Jay-Z is up next to be exposed, right?
There's no vindication for me because for 4 years I've been screaming not just Diddy, but Diddy and Jay-Z are monsters. And the victim-making machine kept going on.
So Shawn Diddy Combs got hit with that bail denial again. 3rd time's a charm, right? Nope. They shot him down again. So now the real question is, what's next for him? Can he even try again, or is that it? Let's break it down. So here's the deal. Combs got denied bail for the 3rd time, which means he's locked up at the Metropolitan Detention Center, MDC, while he waits for his May 2025 trial. He's facing some heavy charges: federal sex trafficking, racketeering, and prostitution. This ain't a light case. The big question now is, will he ever get out of MDC, or is he stuck? Let's set the stage.
It's a lot of white rappers out here that they can pick from. So, but how you feel about Dame and Jay and how that situation ended? Do you feel like Jay, he did Dame wrong?
It feels that way. Yes. I mean, I guess it really depends on what you stand on. See, I'm the type of person, like, I'm a loyal type of dude. You know what I mean? If I come to the dance with you, as long as you don't do no foul shit, we're gonna leave together. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna be such an opportunist that once I get there and if I see a better opportunity, it's like, oh, well, fuck out of here. Like, you know what I mean? If there is opportunity, I'm gonna try to make sure that we all can go. You know what I mean? Like, you know, my boy Sadat from my group, he had a line in one of our songs, One for All. He said, if my crew don't get in, then the X makes it exit to the rear. I'm out of here. Don't front on my brothers. I take care of them for I take care of others. That's some shit that we really used to live. Like, you know what I mean? We used to come up to the fucking club 100 deep and we all getting in. And if we can't, you know what I mean? Then none of us is going in. Like, you know what I mean? Like that. So when you look at it from that type of perspective, then yeah, Jay-Z is foul because Dame is the one that really was working on his behalf. You know what I mean? Brought him up from the bottom and, you know what I mean? Got him to a certain place business-wise. But now if you look at it from like the perspective of the mafia, you know, then nothing's wrong with what Jay-Z did. He did what he was supposed to do. You see what I'm saying? If you look at it from the perspective of people that are just all about self-preservation and don't give a fuck about other people and are just, well, that's business, you know, because people will always write off some foul shit as, well, it's just business. That's just business. Like, no, business don't have to be that way. And I feel like black people don't inherently conduct business in that way. You know, we do conduct business with our hearts a lot. That's why it hurts us when people do foul shit to us in business because our heart was in it. I think a lot of times white people do business with their heart detached from it, and they're like, oh, well, you know, it happens. It's just business, you know? And now we'll just settle it in court, you know, with lawyers and shit like that. Whereas black people, you know, we're used to being on some street shit. I shake your hand, you shake my hand, we look each other in the eye, and the shit locked in. You know what I mean? We don't need contracts and all that type of shit. If you disrespect me, it's gonna hurt, and I'm gonna wanna fucking do something to you. You know what I mean? That's how you normally deal with shit. You know what I mean? But then when you get to a certain level, you can't handle it like that. So, you know, motherfuckers start to know that too. Then they're like, you know what? I could shit on him. He can't do nothing to me on no street level really because he'll be fucked up. You know what I mean? Whereas before you might not, you know, when you didn't have that protection, when you wasn't at that certain level, you might not have tried that because the consequences would have been different.
But what would you say to the people that say Jay-Z, he matured and he didn't want to be around, childish antics no more?
That's possible. I don't know about what kind of antics were going on. That's possible. Yeah, that's possible. But then there's still a way that you can still walk away from something in a classy way. You know what I mean? It don't have to be in a way that's like where you got to, where the other person got to get shit on. If you can, it's not always, but if you can, you want to try to do a win-win situation. But that's not always possible. It's not always possible to have win-win situations. And if he did mature and that was the case, he had every right to do that. I mean, that's a thing too. That's a perspective too. So if that's all it was, and we don't know, was Dame doing that was foul? We don't know. I don't know. I don't know the relationship like that. All we are seeing is from the outside looking in, and it seemed like the guy who really was going to bat for you, especially inside these labels and shit like that, yeah, he ended up getting the short end of the stick. The shit end of the stick at the end of the day. You know?
All the adjectives. All the adjectives. So here we go.
Because I smell like fish sandwiches in my nether regions.
God damn.
Yeah.
So you be in the comments, really? Like you be like, okay. All right. Let's
Oh, it's always the same people. It really doesn't matter. Them and all 20 of their personalities on all of their 40 accounts.
We're gonna blame the Chinese. All right.
Yeah. Do
here
that.
We go.
Do
Here
that.
we go. Are we not? They got the farm.
No, he said we gonna blame Egg Foo Young because it still don't make no sense. Okay,
Come on now.
We're gonna clean that up as best as we can.
Let's get right to it. We got to get down to business, man, because 2024 Jaguar, right, has been your year in the sense that you have awoken something in people that they didn't know that was there, which is a yearning for the truth, a yearning for what's really going on. It's almost like when you watch The Wizard of Oz and you see, again, it goes from black and white to Technicolor, but you get down to the wizard and he unveils everything that you thought was real is all.
Yeah.
And you are technically playing the role of Oz right now. You are giving us an inside look on things that people either didn't know they wanted to know or they're just intrigued about in the sense of the way your storytelling about it goes. First and foremost, some people always want to say, hey, Jaguar comes on his couch.
The judge, Arun Subramanian, denied bail right before Thanksgiving, which was a huge blow to Combs, especially since these charges could keep him locked up for life. The judge said there's no way to guarantee the safety of the community if Combs is out on bail. So aside from all the wild allegations in the indictment, where Combs allegedly ran a criminal enterprise that abused and coerced women for his sexual desires, there's also that 2016 video that came out of Combs beating his ex, Cassandra Ventura. That definitely didn't help his case. The judge pointed to his history of violence, saying Combs is a real risk if he gets out. Then there's the whole witness tampering issue. Combs allegedly tried to mess with the case by contacting witnesses and influencing them. He was also busted breaking rules in the MDC, using other inmates to make calls to people he shouldn't be contacting. The judge was like, "Why? Nah, we can't trust this man, especially when he's violating rules while locked up. If he's acting up inside, how can we trust him on the outside?" And let's talk about the drama with Combs' lawyers. The judge wasn't feeling how they were handling things either.